All right, let's bring in Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Steve.
We talk about oil prices and how it's bringing down the economy, but you've looked further into the numbers and you have some more parts of the economy that aren't doing well.
Yeah, there's new data out from Statistics Canada that examines corporate earnings over the first quarter of the year, and we're down significantly from quarter to quarter. It's a different story when you look at it year over year, which is usually the data that we're examining here, but of course the oil shock is having a big impact on the economy as we examine it quarter by quarter. So let's take a look at the numbers here. Corporate profits, they're down 4.6% from the last quarter to this one. That's at $73.1 billion. But let's break it down even further and look at the sectors that are being most affected. Manufacturing, that's down 7.8% to $10.2 billion. Financial sector, I want to highlight that. That's down 7.1% to $22.4 billion. And of course, oil and gas, they're actually operating at a loss there at nearly $5 billion. So like I said, I wanted to highlight the financial sector. We had reports out this week from CIBC, BMO, TD, and RBC. They all explained in their quarterly earnings that they are taking big losses on bad loans from oil and gas companies. So they're putting aside money for the next quarter to cover those losses as well. So this oil and gas sector that's having so much trouble right now, it is still playing a big part on the rest of the economy, and we're just seeing the ripple effect right now.
All right, and that ripple effect goes all the way down to small businesses as well. And,
absolutely.
But if you're in BC, apparently you're a little more confident in how you're going to do.
Yeah, well, the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, they just released their monthly barometer on business sentiment for small businesses. And BC, we're number 2. We're only behind PEI at this point. So we're registering at 67.2 points compared with the national average of 58.1 points. So essentially, the big deal for British Columbia is we actually have more small businesses per capita than anywhere else in all of Canada. That's why it's such an important factor when it comes to our provincial economy. And if we look at the sectors that are feeling most confident, hospitality, manufacturing, those are the two most confident sectors here in British Columbia. They've been benefiting from a low Canadian dollar for the last year and change. So this means that there's more tourists coming here from the United States, spending money in the hospitality sector. It's also making things much easier for exporters to get goods down to other markets at a cheaper rate for them. They're buying things up more frequently because, of course, the loonie is lower. So BC, we can see it in the sentiment among small businesses as well. We're definitely benefiting from the lower dollar at this point.
All right, thanks very much for that, Tyler. Good to see you. Have a nice weekend, my friend.
Yeah.